After a beauty lunch courtesy of Graham from Kickback Adventures, I decided to explore the bay from where our accommodation was and jump in for a dive, see what kind of terrain's down there. Jeff decided to join me on his kayak and follow me around in hope that I might pluck him a crayfish. It wasn't long before what we were getting up to caught the attention of the dolphins that came around the headland and headed straight for us. Jeff and his kayak was the first thing the dolphins inspected. I was in anticipation of when they were going to come and pay me a visit, but first they started to put on an aerial show for us. Then they turned their attention to me, and man was it unbelievable. They continued to interact with me and also put on an aerobatical display that Jeff and I just buzzed over. The dolphins seemed to enjoy spending time with me, interacting with me when I dived down below the surface. Never in my many years of freediving and spearfishing have I had such a close and lengthy encounter with these kind of dolphins. It was a pleasure to spend time with them and an experience that I'll never forget. By now it was mid-afternoon and time to head back to shore for our next adventure. After an outstanding day so far, it was time for Damien, Jeff and I to jump in the local farm manager's all-terrain vehicle and discover this island by land. So being up here is just awesome, you know. Have a look at that coastline down there. We have yet to explore this. There's always later on and tomorrow, but it's so cool to come up here and you get this really nice view of the Aldermans out there as well.
Similar to that one.
That's a place that I want to go kayak fishing one of these days, and we'll feature it on the Real Screaming Kayaks show. But check out some of these ledges down here for land-based sort of activities. Just wicked. Nice deep water off the end of it and such a cool drop-offs. It's mean.
Over and out, it's over in days. Always on the telephone, you've always got too much to say.
Eventually we ended up at the southern end of the island and found camping ground there. With the water close by, this was a perfect location for a camping kayak fishing mission. This was an awesome spot with all facilities provided and not far away from the main lodge. A large group of students had come up and were visiting from Tauranga. They were having an absolute great time during their stay. One happy camper. The other cool thing about this place is there's you know, not only can you come here on a kayak fishing mission, but also you could come out here and bring your partner, and if she's not into kayak fishing, there's walking around the island. As you'll see, we just went on a bit of a trek. There's also farm animals, and they're also talking about starting up some horse treks on here too. But you know, look at this fella here, this cool pig. Hey mate, how you doing? Hard case, eh? Look at that, what a cool character. Kenny pig. How you going, mate? So yeah, lots of things on the island that you can do besides just going fishing. You know, if you want to, you can. There's plenty of scenic walks. You can come and check out the animals. Look at this guy, he's trying to push the wire forward to come and say hello. He's trying to get some grass, I reckon. He's hungry. See that? Into the grass. That's funny. We'll give him some clover here, mate. Look at that. That's a tasty little morsel. Feed the pig, eh? Bit of a character, isn't he? He's a bit fussy. He's not really wanting all of it. But yeah, pretty cool, eh? We're having a great time on this island. It's just fun. There's just so much to do here besides going and enjoying the marine environment as well, and fishing. Very cool place for kayaking. This place, it really does offer a lot, and I'm loving it out here. I'm going to come back actually, and I think this is going to be a great place to have, you know, a group of us out here as well. You know, there's all sorts of accommodation available. There's camping, there's the lodge. So yeah, really well equipped, this place. Everything here that you could possibly need. And you know, the ocean right there. It's really awesome. Great spot. And you've got these glamping sort of areas over here. And that would be quite cool fun as well. I've never done glamping myself, but it would be a really cool thing to do with your partner, you know, sometimes. So yeah, awesome. Damien's processing the catch for our dinner tonight. Some yummy fresh as kingfish, love it, beautiful. So we're going to have some kingfish done with salt and vinegar chip crumb mix, which I've never tried. One of the boys at the island's going to do that for us, and some cubes. Looking forward to trying that. We'll have a bit of sashimi, and look at that beautiful flesh. Nice and fresh, tasty. Well, what an afternoon it's been. Went fishing this morning. I mean, I haven't had the best day in terms of catching fish, but I sure have had one of the best times with dolphins, and they're back. You know, they're back out here again. It's unreal. I mean, I'm pretty stoked to get in the water and have dolphins come over to me and swim around me. It was pretty special. So anyway, we've had a bit of a break. We even took a bit of a look around the island, and now we're heading out for a bit of an evening fish. So we've got a couple of hours out on the water, and we'll be back in by 6:30, 7 o'clock. So it's 5 o'clock now, so we've got a couple of hours. So let's see what happens. Hopefully I can redeem my lack of catching fish this morning and do better. So let's head out and see what happens. Dolphins still out in the bay here. It's just incredible, the encounters we've had today. So anyway, what a special place Slipper Island is, and I'll definitely be coming back to visit this place. You know, we've come at one of the harder times of the year fishing wise, and despite that, you know, not me personally, but Damien has been on fire with the kingfish again, even though they've been very, very, you know, they're not full on the bite, but we're getting the odd individual fish. We're eating kingfish tonight, and it's pretty cool to basically be here and experience this. And at the prime time of the year, you can imagine what this place is like in winter. Wow, it would be amazing looking over at that other coastline. When we were out looking around the island today, there is some country there. There's just so much here. You need 5 days here, I reckon, to do it all. We've had 3, and you know, that's what we've got. So tomorrow we might be able to do some of that other stuff, hopefully. Anyway, let's head out and go fishing. As we departed the bay, once again the dolphins were there to greet us. Apart from the dolphins, our evening outing was pretty non-eventful, and with the light fading, we headed back for dinner. back on shore. That's it. I am absolutely stuffed after today's efforts. It's been a big day, seen some cool stuff, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Back at the Slipper Island Lodge, and dinner was well and truly underway. I was certainly interested in seeing how the salt and vinegar crumb mix worked out on the kingfish. Check out this. We are being treated like royalty with Graham here from Kickback Adventures. We've got a bit of a special dinner tonight. And what have you made here, mate?
This is just spanner copita, the spinach and feta pie. Lovely stuff. Vegetarian.
Awesome.
I wouldn't say it was gluten free or vegan. Far from vegan, but but bloody healthy and very delicious. And tasty too. And tasty,
mate.
Yeah.
All part of the service, eh? Pretty awesome. Yeah. We're impressed.
Get Popeye muscles off this.
Hopefully it helps us with our leg muscles too, mate. You know? We could do. Graham from Kickback Adventures was certainly doing a great job of taking care of us, and we were just treated like royalty. The evening meal was even better than our first nights, and we dined like kings before yarning for a few hours and then hitting the sack.